I think the whole lot of them are a bunch of pork-barreling clowns.
Well, I think anything which comes under the auspices of Sadiq Khan has to be looked at very closely. And I've had experience of this myself because, as you know, Reform made 2 palpably false witness statements against me, which the police took seriously. They came and took my guns away, and I had to go to a voluntary interview at Hammersmith Police Station. And at the end of the day, they haven't prosecuted the people who made the false witness statements, but they have dropped everything I was accused of. There was no evidence of it. And yet, today we've heard from the police that somebody who said after a social media post for the new year that they hoped in response to that I would be Charlie Kirked, and then deleted their account. They've decided they're not going to take that any further. So I mean, there is palpable evidence of somebody trying to incite damage and hurt and death to an MP, for goodness sake. They do nothing about it. And then they send, the police send Lucy Connolly to prison, or the judiciary do, for a ill-advised social media post which she deleted. So I think there's so much wrong with our police, so much wrong with our judiciary. With regard to your story, I mean, it's quite staggering that this nonsensical diversity rubbish has been allowed to put people's lives at risk. Now, as we know, if you get the wrong people in a position as a police officer, that's a position of trust. You're a public servant. We've seen what happens, obviously, with Wayne Couzens. We saw what happened tragically to Sarah Everard. We've had this character Carrick, who's another one, and to hear that the Met admits that for diversity reasons, and again, I was reading in the article, there's a panel.
Yes, a special panel.
I'd like to know the names of the people. I think they should all be outed. Yeah. The names of the people on that panel. I see there were some senior police officers, but I'd like to know who else is on that panel, who picked that panel, and how they could make such bad decisions. Because in the end, it's all very well to say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but when somebody's been raped and killed, as in the case of Sarah Everard, it's rather too late to be apologising. And I think people who make such elementary errors as this in a position where they're supposed to be serving the public, I think there've got to be criminal charges against them, Ian. I think people have got to start to be held to account. As far as actually hiring loads of new police officers in order to meet budgetary targets, I mean, that's actually as bad, because you end up with a bunch of people who then go on in positions of trust to commit crimes against the public. Now, this is all under the control of Sadiq Khan, but he appears to not only deny the existence of the rape gangs in London, which we know they do exist. It's currently still happening. It has happened a lot in the past. And when he's questioned by Susan Hall in the London Assembly, he just filibusters and bullshits. And frankly, he is a vile little man, in my opinion, and he does a terrible job. He's destroying London, and he's clearly not doing his job as the boss of the Metropolitan Police with Rowley reporting to him.